Do you remember the old days where you didn't have the choice? You just had to like mash, start, and then fiddle around, whatever. And then Baze and I wisely asked you if you're okay with changing the timing to start. Can you imagine if everybody had to like randomly pick Raphael with the old timing method? That would have been actually pretty amazing if it stayed like that. Is Bullets, not familiar with that dude. Sorry, Whitman. I kind of wish the old timing remained, because Raphael's like right in the corner, and that was super awkward if you wanted to pick him. There is actually a particular reason for Raphael. In the first Turtles game that Whitman runs, he's like a piece of shit. He's actually got like the lowest damage, and at half health, he actually does not get a damage increase, but every other turtle does. And in this game, they decided to make all the turtles the same, but actually Raphael is functional. For whatever reason, he's got like a longer range, and it doesn't really matter hugely. It does matter because there's like a pixel perfect kill that used to exist anyway in this room for Rocksteady, and in the past you literally had to line up. It was pixel perfect. Leonardo struggled with it. You get it 70% of the time, whatever. Raphael is brainless. Like, I haven't failed it tonight. You just like walk in and then you just like slash. He's got like a 3 or 4 like extended pixel range, and this is like free, 100% free. One of the people that I was at AGDQ with was somebody named Kat, and she's never played this game before. And I explained how to do it, and she did it like second try. That's how free it is. Like it's so free. Like, I can't begin to express how free he made that kill. So the extended range also helps you out a little bit on like some of the enemy groupings, like the way that you can change direction in the Japanese version. You can slash kind of back and forth, and then, oh, I forgot that thing hurt me. But sometimes you can switch, directions or whatever, and you'll catch enemies a little bit better with Raphael, just because that extra range. So it would normally miss with every other turtle, sometimes connects with Raphael, so there's no reason not to use him in the speedrun now. To see Whitman in pain. Maybe that's the real reason. I don't think I don't think Whitman's going to RPG Limit Break, right? I'm not sure you could find many people to play. What the hell happened there? Super Pitfall at RPG Limit Break. Now, the pixel kill also exists in the North American version, and the extended range on Raphael also exists in the North American version. So you can do both. And you can do the pixel kill, like pixel perfect, with the other turtles also in the North American version. It's not just like a Raphael thing. The only thing that possibly might be like Japanese exclusive in terms of Raphael is the red boss Grawl, or whatever his name is. It's very possible that there's like a quick kill that's like Raphael only, but nobody, or Treg, sorry, not Grawl. Nobody's ever really checked them out though. I screwed up. Like, not screwed up the kill, but screwed up transitioning the boss fight. I do have time to save, so I probably didn't lose that much time here, but whatever, we'll try. I have a lot of time to save in this stage too for some reason. Oh, I vaguely remember Young Merlin. I give you total permission, by the way, to slap my brother. If you meet him there, he's gonna be one of the people running custom robos. Just like walk right up to him and hit him in the head. Make up like some weird fictitious backstory. Say that he stole a taco from me or something, which he never did, but really commit to it. Like, really commit to that story. You can be my taco random defender. Yo, these are the sacrifices that must be made. No, you can't ask him that. Hit him in the face. Actually, I don't know why he doesn't. That's like one of his favorite runs in terms of RPGs, and he like never touches it, so that would be a legitimately good question. I guess because it's like partially luck based, I think, as far as I know. Like floor 1 to 40 obviously is just a random seed that you get, so it's not like you can control it. So there's a lot of resetting and luck involved. It's like basically a crapshoot. So I think I finally understand this boss fight. Ooh, that was dumb. If you move up and down as you're slashing him, you actually hit more often. I don't understand why that is, but you can hear, like, literally hear the hits. That was bad. Yeah, Ancient Cave is super lucky as well. So, I mean, like, I saved almost 5, well, I guess 4 seconds exactly there, but... See, I don't know. I think it's literally the boss kill that's giving me the time save there, because before it didn't really exist that way. Hey, Protoman. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. How much are you gonna run this again? Yeah, good to see you here. B, I think I verified. It was either Whitman or you, or Whitman or me that verified your run. But it was good to see another run from you. These are terrible. I think we looked it up last time. Somebody actually ran that. Counter slapping is not an option, man. That's... Don't want to do that. That's mean. Why would you want me hurt? Actually, don't answer that question. You could just probably talk forever. You need to learn Tigers. I'll explain it if I get up there. I'm gonna make it like super reset heavy here. In the past, I'd always just run this and see what happened because Shogun is kind of random. I mean, most of it's pretty controlled now, but at the same time. Okay, that's what we want. See, why can't I get 2 pairs of them? That would be nice, but it never happens. Ooh, it's kind of close to the wall. Okay, the game giveth, the game taketh, literally. It's like you lose 4 seconds, here, have 4 seconds back. Okay, I want those 4 seconds back again. So thank you again. Yeah, no, tigers are really painful. And I want to go for something. The first tiger that you fight, there's no way that I found anyway that you can like pixel kill him or anything like that. You have to alternate between like heavy, oh jeez. You have to alternate between like your special slash and your normal slash and use invincibility frames to one cycle him. At least that's what I figured out. Baze and I, once I showed that to Baze, it kind of became the standard to juggle a tiger that way. But that was something I figured out a while ago. And then I figured out there is like an actual pixel that you can stand on, but it's so risky for the second tiger. And if you stand on that pixel and you kill him, you can just special slash like 7 times in a row or whatever his health is, and then he doesn't actually move, like he gets juggled in a juggle state. But it's risky because if you're like 1 or 2 pixels over, he actually like immediately jumps over you, or he immediately jumps to the side. So you lose control, and then you automatically have like a 2-cycle tiger fight, which is annoying. So I'm almost tempted to try for that or practice it, because Baze told me if I start getting it in like real runs, he's never running this game again. Like if that time save becomes standard to get like sub 28 or something, he's like, no, Shogun is a piece of shit already. There's no way that I'm gonna have like a pixel perfect tiger fight as part of that stage, because it's already really bad. So part of me like wants to try for it, because I mean, like you're 22 minutes in on the worst stage ever. You know, why not gamble a little bit more on that stage? But I don't know. We'll see. I think it was actually Scavenger that did it by accident one time, but he was doing it with normal attacks, so I figured out how to do that based on him. I'm not really losing time. I'm not saving it though either. Do you have the schedule for your run yet, Basama? Like, do you know what day and time that you're running? Because I will both watch to support you, but also watch to make sure that you're actually hitting my brother. Is this your first marathon thing too? Or have you been to marathons in the past? First marathon. So you got the nerves going on for you then, hey? You're not nervous. You got it, I think. Yeah. Not gonna pang at all. Dude, you have no idea. At AGDQ, Andy and Dexter got delayed, like legit delayed. They missed their connecting flight in Germany, so they were set back a day, and then they missed another flight. So it became a real possibility, like the backup run that I submitted for Batman, only because if you were accepted as like a backup runner, you get refunded like the venue fee. I was like, yeah, okay. That's the best of both worlds. I get to spend time with random people, and then get my money back for the venue fee. But it almost became like a real possibility that I would have to run Batman, and I was like, no. So I sent like Andy a message, is like, you need to come and fast. I don't necessarily want to run Batman. Although I think I would have been fine. Like I'm not nervous around people or anything like that. So, but at the same time, it was like that's not expected. Yeah, luckily they came. Dude, helicopter, stop moving. Always one, man. Yeah, the whole concept of being on camera Like, I'm not shy in how I look or anything like that, and it's on Twitter and stuff, but at the same time, it's a weird feeling. Although AGDQ, like, I didn't care, but Siphon's run was so early in the morning, and we woke up so late, and I looked like garbage. It's like, dude, why did you have to get a run approved this early? Like, we fell asleep that night at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I think it was like 9 o'clock we woke up. So I basically had breakfast, then we went down there, and I was like, no, I need to sleep, man. How did this become a thing? So I didn't particularly care at that point. I was super tired. Just make sure you sleep before. What are the numbers for RPG Limit Break? I've never actually watched that, so I don't know. That was really bad, waiting for those guys. Random barrel was random. Did not mean to explode that. A bad RPG block. It's always kind of fun when they have bad blocks like that. Showcase games and like really random. Ooh, that's super bad. That was really bad. These guys are annoyingly on a global timer that makes them fire the lasers. And the setup that I have for them is not perfect. Because if you get too close to them as they fire a laser off the timer, they hit you, and if you're in like the special attack animation and an enemy hits you with their special attack, that's when you recoil. Or if you're in the middle of jumping, either or, but that's what causes that recoil effect. So if you're trying to special slash them, you know, like twice in a row or whatever, it's very possible that you can recoil like that. We screwed it all up. It's facing the wrong way. I thought Baze figured this out, but I think it was actually Whitman. Because Baze has like a smart kill in the Japanese version that I think he stole from Whitman, from the North American version. Where like after you hit this guy like 4 or 5 times, you kind of like jump backwards a little bit. And then that usually stops him from swinging his fist. So I thought it was Baze that figured that out, but I'm pretty sure it ended up being Whitman. That is so sad, man. That is sad. I don't understand how that's a gold. How did I save like 10 seconds there? That's sad, man. That shows how shitty that split was. And is. Like, I was knocked all over the place. I don't agree. But whatever. I guess that's a thing. Ooh, these guys actually escaped for once. See, and then I'm probably going to lose time here because it was a gold split, I think, in my PB. Although I did have a 2-cycle tiger. So there's a small time save there if everything else goes properly. So 1 cycle and 2 cycle. See, like, that range is what Raphael does good. That would have missed with a different turtle. Alright, Proto, if you're still here, hopefully I don't screw it up, but I'll show you. I'll just say what I do. Because it's kind of weird. We want a normal attack, special, and then special. Oop, shit. Okay, we screwed it up. We screwed it up! But you want to see like that. You want to literally get the tiger to like jump into you, and then alternate between the normal attack and special attack, and abuse the invincibility frames on both. So like here, special, special, and then normal attack cancels him. I screwed it up again. One extra hit away. I guess that wasn't that bad, but that was still bad. Worst tigers. Scorpions rather ever. They're getting easier to stun lock like this, like I'm starting to figure that out, but at the same time, like if they spawn all over the screen like that, it's annoying. Although it gives me some hope. I don't think that was 18 seconds last, and I only say 18 because Baze technically has the record at 28:10. And he lost 18 seconds on the Scorpions, and he still ended up with a 28:10. So you can lose a lot of time. It's pretty gratuitous in that way. But I'm gonna lose time anyway on this split. Just because Shogun is horrible. It's a horrible split. This is slow. I'm getting lucky. No, that was super lucky. I shouldn't have deserved that. Like, your inputs need to be super tight if you don't want him to lose his head like that. But I do have time saves literally in the last 3 levels. So this is technically possibly world record pace anyway. I don't screw up anything. Somehow Baze gained like 10 or 15 seconds on me in this split. And I had a bad Krang. Oh, Krang is always kind of the gatekeeper. These are the robot guys, right? No, not yet. Alright. Not the hardest part, but I think I got knocked back a couple times too, jumping the laser. You shouldn't jump the laser. If you're smart, you should just walk through it, because if you walk through it, you're not going to get recoiled. But if you jump through it and you get hit and you're jumping, you get recoiled, so... So far a decent stage. The only scary part is the 2 sets of Rodneys coming up. They're like the last possible time that you can really lose a lot of time here. After that, it's all pretty much in the bag, I think. So after these guys, there's a group of Rodneys. And then after... Oh shit, I got hit again. Actually, that's okay. Got knocked over to that guy. So you want to be in position for these guys, because they suck. And then after that, there's one more group. There's like a small group of enemies with hammers, and then... Or I guess it's the knife guys, sorry. And then there's one more set. So after this, I feel pretty safe about a run. This is like the last part that really sucks and I don't like. But after this, it should be home free. Whatever pace we're on is going to be pretty good and pretty tight. It's kind of hard to screw up the last part of the game. No problem, sir. So the big thing is Krang and Shredder. How fast Shredder loops and how quick you kill Krang, because both are RNG. But I do have time saves on both because I had a really shitty Krang. And there might be a time save here because I actually had a really bad Technodrome. A little bit. So it's all up to Krang and Shredder. That's it. Krang is notorious for being a piece of shit. Like, you can kill Krang as fast as 40 seconds and like as slow as a minute and 20. So whatever's standard is probably going to be like this split. So this is like a pretty standard Krang fight. It's not good, it's not bad. Although now it's kind of starting to get bad, because you should be flashing way sooner. Although that shows how shitty Krang was in the previous one. Alright, so we want... Okay, we're gambling. I don't know if this is the right one. It is the right one. So this might be the world record. As long as I don't get hit. I got hit out of Shredder like 4 or 5 times in my PB. But this was a really fast Shredder. So we'll see. Oh, it happened. He's got like that random slash. Oh, man, we sniped it by 1 second. Dude, that's not fair. I don't feel good about that. Totally don't feel good about that. So he literally got 28-30. That happened with Baze too. Now Super P. Do we want to run it back? I think we want to run it back one more time, maybe. Thank you guys, by the way. Because like that was still a bad run. Like look at this is Turtles. This is Turtles in a nutshell. It's like a mix of gold and like blood red and then green. What is his exact time? I will check the frames just to make sure. If he's got like a later split. I know for sure I didn't split early, so it's not like it's gonna be later. But what is his actual time? No, I don't think there's any way that this isn't the record technically, because he's got 2830.96, so he's almost like 1 second behind. So we're still 19 seconds behind Baze, even though my sums of best are like 27 seconds or something lower than Baze, I think. I don't know if Baze has his sums of best up there.